Station, Unit 7 at the book fair. Vocabulary about books and book characters, pronunciation. This is for the 4th grade, and I am your teacher, Johnny Medina. Let's start with the vocabulary. Characters. First we have dragon, dragón, fairy, hada, ghost, fantasma, pirate, pirata, spy, espía, storyteller, relator, superhero, superhéroe, witch, bruja, wizard, hechicero o brujo. We also have books. Atlas, libro de mapas, adventure book, libro de aventuras, dictionary, diccionario, cookbook, libro de cocina, joke book, libro de bromas, mystery book, libro de misterio, poetry book, libro de poesía, scary stories, libro de relatos de miedo. Now we're going to start with each word and their pronunciation. Okay, let's start with the first word, dragon. Okay, so here in the beginning we have an apostrophe. That means the first word right here is going to have a stress sound. Dra. Remember the sound of the right here, the sound of the a together. Ah. So you say dra. Dragon. Dragon. Example, there is a big dragon. Okay, try to repeat these words. Dragon. Por favor, repita estas palabras. Dragon. Okay, the next word is fairy. Look, we have here again, we have the stress sound right here. So that means this first word is going to sound strong. Fairy. Fairy. Remember that this right here is the sound of the long E. So when you read, it's fairy. Fairy. Normal speed, fairy. Okay, example, the fairy is magical. We have the next word. This one is very important to pronunciate both words. We have the G and the U. So when you read this, it's ghost. Ghost. Okay, so try to repeat. Ghost. Normal speed, ghost. Okay, the example. The ghost is very scary. Boo. Okay, try at home. Okay, the next word in our characters is the pirate. Look how important it is. You have here a stress, so the first sound is going to go very strong. Pirate. So you read pirate. Example, our famous Jack, which is a pirate, Jack Sparrow. Okay, the next word in our vocabulary is the spy, like James Bond. Look, so now we're going to learn to pronounce this correctly. So the first is the sound of the S, so you have to make the sound S, and then you have the sound of the I right there. So when you read, you say spy. Please remember, don't say the A at the beginning. Okay, that's incorrect. So you have to say spy. Try to repeat many times until you can say it correctly. Example, we have spy looks for proof. Spy looks for proof. Okay, let's go to the next word. Okay, our next word in vocabulary, we have storyteller. Even though this word is like put together in one right here, the sound is gonna go like this. The first, you have the stress right here. Sto. Remember, the first one doesn't have the A, so you have to say sto. Then you have the E, and then teller. And then you read teller. Okay, so when you read, you say storyteller. Now when you read it together, storyteller, storyteller. As example, the storyteller reads many books. Okay, let's go for the next word. Okay, the next word in our vocabulary is the superhero. Okay, so again, we have a word that it sounds in two words, sounds only like one. So you have to repeat, like remember the apostrophe, a stress sound right here. So it's gonna be Sue, Sue, and then per. So when you read, you say super, super. Now we have the sound of the E right here, O. So when you read here, you say hero. So when you read all together, you say superhero. Again, together, superhero. Repeat again, superhero. Example, the superhero is Batman. Okay, please repeat at home. Let's go for the next word. Okay, the next word in our vocabulary is the which. Okay, now this is very important. Right here we have the sound of the short E, so it's only one sound, E. And then the sh. So when you read this word together, it will sound like this, which, which. Okay, try to repeat again, which. Okay, the example, the witch makes potions. Okay, try to repeat and let's go for the next one. Okay, the next character in our vocabulary is the wizard. Now, look, very important. Right here we have the stress sound. So what do you know? The first one is going to have a stress. So you say we. And then the sound of the So when you read, it will sound like this. Wizard. Now a normal speed. Wizard. Okay, let's try to repeat again. Wizard. Okay, the example. There is a white wizard. Okay, let's go for the next word. Okay, now let's start with the vocabulary about the books. The first book that we have is the Atlas. This book is very important. This one talks about maps. If you see right here, so we start with the first thing, the stress sound, ah. So this one, remember the sound, is the sound of the ah together. So it sounds like this, ah, ah. So when you read this word, it will sound like this, Atlas, Atlas. So normal speed, Atlas. Okay, let's look at the example. Look for America in the Atlas. Okay, so try to repeat until you get it. Don't forget, the first one sounds like ah. Let's go for the next word. The next book in the vocabulary is the adventure book. Now, look, this is very important. So here we have the ad, and then you have the stress sound in the second syllable. So this one is going to have the stress. So when you read, you say adventure, adventure, okay? And then the sound of the book, book. So adventure, book, adventure, book. The adventure book. The adventure book is cool. Okay, try it at home, adventure. So remember, the second stress is in the adventure. Let's go for the next word. Okay, your next book. This book is very important, the dictionary. With this dictionary, you can find words and meanings. So let's try to find right here, the most important part. The stress sound right here. So the first words have the stress, then the sound of the E, short E. So only one sound, E. Then shun, in these two right here, shun, E. Remember this one, the last one is a long E. So when you read, you say dictionary, dictionary. Okay, find the word in the dictionary. Dictionary. Okay, let's go for the next word. Please try at home. The next word in our vocabulary for books, we have the word cookbook. Now, let's check right here. In the first word, we have the sound of the long oo. Oo and oo. So the first word is going to sound like this. Cookbook. Cookbook. So let's try to repeat. Cookbook. Let's do an example. I can find the recipe in the cookbook. So please, I want you to try at home and then practice. Okay, the next word for the vocabulary in books, we have the joke book. Now, this one is very important. If you see in the first word, the sound of the here is the sound of the j. Then you have the sound of the ook. Ook. So when you read together, it sounds yoke. Yoke. Okay, and then the sound of the oo. Book. So joke book is a joke book. Make sure you make the last sound right here, the sound of the K. K. So when you say joke, joke book. Okay, let's see the example. That joke book is funny. Okay, please don't forget to repeat the words until you get them correctly. Let's go for the next word. Okay, our next book in the vocabulary. This one is the mystery book. Now, look, as I said at the beginning, we have the stress sound right here. So the first word right here is going to have the stress sound. Mist. Mist. And then, tree. So when you read, you will say mystery. Mystery. Mystery book. Okay, let's try to repeat together in the normal speed. Mystery book. Mystery book. Okay, let's see the example. I never known the N in the mystery book. Okay, try it at home. Let's go for the next word. Okay, the next word in our vocabulary. This book is very special. This one is the poetry book. Now, let's focus in this thing, the stress sound. And here we have a long first word. Okay, so it sounds like this. Poetry, poetry. So when you say a normal speed, you will say poetry, poetry, poetry. So the sound of this E right here sounds like in the second time. Poetry, poetry. So now you read it together in one whole sound. Poetry, book, poetry, book. For example, you find love in poetry books. Okay, please try it again. Poetry. Okay, until you get it correctly. Okay, let's go for the next word. Okay, this is our last book in the vocabulary. This book is about stories. In this case, scary. Now, this together sounds scary stories. So let's check right here the stress sound on the first one. The first word is scary. So you have here the stress sound, the sound of the s, cur right here, and re. So when you read all these together, sound scary, scary. Now the second word right here. Again, we have a stress sound right here. The first sound, so it will sound like this, sto. And then you have the sound of the long E, so it will sound stories, stories. So when you read together, it will sound like this, scary stories. Now at normal speed, scary stories. Okay, so let's see the example. There are ghosts in scary stories. Okay, don't forget to repeat, and don't forget that the first one has only the sound, the first S right here only sounds like S, always S. So it will sound like this, scary stories. Okay, those are the words for this unit number 7. Okay, and that's it. Thank you. Okay, remember. So every time that you practice these words, you have to repeat as many times as you can to practice these words until you get them correctly. Remember to read out loud. That's very important because then you can articulate your tongue and it will be much better, your pronunciation. And the last part, be patient. Remember that you won't probably get it at the first time, but if you keep practicing, you'll do fine. Thank you for watching this presentation. Ahora, recuerden, por favor, repitan cuantas veces puedan las palabras para que puedan practicarlas y puedan pronunciarlas correctamente. Recuerden como segundo punto, léanlo en voz alta. Si lo leen en voz alta, puedan poder utilizar la lengua correctamente y articularla, porque recuerden que en español es diferente la articulación que en inglés. Tercer punto, sean pacientes. Tal vez no se aprenda la primera vez, entonces por eso tenemos estos videos para repetir las palabras y pronunciarlas correctamente. Gracias por ver esta presentación.